folks are joining to us. Let's getting start without the further delay. Okay, that's good. Welcome everyone to our virtual events. Thank you so much joining us to today. We are love to hear to all of you here today. It's because it's a special Sunday timing. You just woke up early in the morning, and we truly appreciate your time and participation in our events. Whatever you are here to learn, connect, just enjoy. We are excited to engage with you. And if you have any questions during the session, please refer to pin the message. You find the link to the Google form where you can submit your questions and we will sure to address them. Okay, that's good. If next point, yeah, we have also some kind of networking is kind of networking. It showcase your learning on the LinkedIn profile. So firstly, hope you are also join our chapter group to be you can able to get out the get knowledge about the upcoming events. Then the WhatsApp group. Then the today hashtag is a Gurgaon Tech Ohana, Terror Committee, Movement Marketers, SFMC Hustler, tag me and Ankit on the LinkedIn post. We have some criteria how you can win the swag. Like one, I will can 1 point, comment 2 point, repost 5 point, multiple post 5 point per each post. Use the valid hashtag. Who are not follow the hashtag, we do subscribe because didn't get a chance to filter out the post. Attend the session, stay in the session. Then we will record who are stay in the session, and the exclusive show will be delivered your address we will get it from your side. And you have a Twitter handle, Gurgaon SMC, and LinkedIn page, Gurgaon Marketers. Now come on the next point. Recording will be uploaded on this channel, SFMC Hustler. Also, we upload on the Ankit channel. I will tell him after when the intro the speaker, and you can able to see the recording on the both channel. And my in the SFM Hustler, I will be sharing each recording about the in person and virtual session of both. Hope you can scan the QR code, subscribe the channel, so you will be getting more content about the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. It's only for the Salesforce Marketing Cloud content video there. Others I can't be uploaded. Just upload it only for SMMC. Okay. Now it's a WhatsApp group. You can take a screenshot, join later. If you're not part of the WhatsApp group, it will be good to be part of the WhatsApp group. Mostly events and some kind of content I will post on the WhatsApp group. Okay. Now, thank you. And now come on the today's agenda. We come on the today's agenda. We have a firstly community building activity. We have already done. If is part of the if you have a want to share your LinkedIn profile in the chat section before the session started, you go to it. Once the session will be started, please don't post your networking like LinkedIn profile, anything else. Just post it out the some your query question. Yeah, you are facing some challenges to join and some network issue. We will be see. Okay, you are facing the challenges to get some voice problem or noise, anything else. So we can consider yourself. And after then, we will be showing the group leader presentation, introduction as well, speaker intro, speaker session, Q&A, upcoming event plannings and Q&A session. Winner will be announcing on the Tuesday after the evaluation. Don't delete your post and just engage your post more. It's good for you. Why we are sharing this kind of activity? Because if you attend any event, then you can post it on social media. It's good for you for a social presence in your market. It's not for us. It's not for Ankit. You just post a share and we will be encouraged more. That is up. It is good to you because many company are looking to who engage the both side, the development side and the community activity as well. Because right now the good thing. It's up to you. You do or not is good. Okay. About the group leader, it's me, Tarun Gupta. I am held a position about the group chapter leader marketing cloud. It's like it's only 6 months. We have 450 members in our community channel. In the 6 month, I have hosted 2 or 3 virtual events. our event inauguration by the Gilda and the JB, and then we have some kind of Q&A session. So you can see that both are recording in this channel, SSMC Hustler. You can just watch a recording again. They have shared the tips and tricks about the how you can start the journey in the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. It's myself. I am a certified integration architect, Salesforce certified multi-cloud consult, and I also Salesforce marketing champion, founder of the Advanced Consulting. Is almost 1.5 year. I have 14 plus year experience in the Salesforce ecosystem and the main technology. And I am a conference speaker, community speakers, as a Salesforce Dev Day, MC Squad, Duet Dreaming, and many more. Leader of Salesforce Marketing Cloud Gurgaon, also leading the Slack chapter Gurgaon, and Kapara Professor of the Year 2023. And I'm the DevOps especially in the previously role. I was working the release manager, delivery head, and the other thing, content creator, blogger, and also build a community. Who wanted more me about still? You just visit my website, Core with Tarun, and you are both the YouTube channel. Now is the Slack chapter Gurgaon. You just search and join. I also be hosted the in-person and virtual event. There you can join the chapter and WhatsApp group same, which I posted the event in the Salesforce group. Now I also believe to build a community, support the community, because community building is a good thing. Connect to new person, engage on more people. So I also hold a director position of the CMX chapter. You can also join the chapter. It's all community builder, community mentor, community leaders as well, who can share the journey in the channel. There's the YouTube channels. You can just blogs. I also be used to Blogger to use the my Medium post and the Cover with Tarun blog as well. And now I come on the not get more bored everyone. Thanks for listening to me and feeling bored. Apologize for this, but it's I want to yeah. Today's speaker I want to introduce the Ankit. He's an amazing person as per the give back to community, the best example to help to everyone who are facing the we can say Gen Z person, like who have a 19 20 age of the people who are facing the interview challenges and the working professional as well. He just has for architect working in the many MNCs, big four company, PwC, TCS, IBM, Infobim as well. 18x Salesforce certified. Also started the 2 years almost until I think you have a help to everyone last 2 years to about your YouTube top match profile and WhatsApp group. Have a hug network in the WhatsApp group. Mostly active to support everyone. So we are blessed to hear, and you thanks to give us the timing to a valuable input to us, and consider as a request to become a speaker, and without any kind of the things. And he also community speaker, advocate in the interview profile. And we can say the is a architect level kind of things. So you can join their WhatsApp channel, subscribe their YouTube channel, and now come on. I think yeah, it's me already done. Yeah, now we are. Let's start a session. I just give to Ankit. It's up to you how you can bowl to all the people. I already I done all my part. Yeah, thanks Ankit. You start. I
Yeah,
just stopped the sharing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi all. So today we'll be covering mastering Salesforce interviews and resumes in AI era, tips and tricks. So before going forward, already many things are mentioned by Tarun. This is just a brief. I'm a Salesforce architect and I'm a mentor top mate. I'm a community speaker. This is my YouTube channel. Few of the stats are little less outdated. Now I'm in the experts in demand in 2025 as well for from the top mate. I got that award as well. I'm in the top 1%. So this is a little bit about me. This is my LinkedIn URL and this is a QR code. You can scan that one. I will just wait for 10-15 seconds so that you are able to scan this. I hope you're able to do that. This is my YouTube channel and this is the QR code for that. Anyways, like if you just type in mock interviews, Salesforce, my channel would be coming up. We have more than 1500 subscribers already, and it has close to 48 or 50 videos as of now. And there we have covered few of the mock interviews. Few of them are like interview question answers. Few of them are technical sessions as well. Whatever things that we feel like is relevant, we try to add that one. And again, like these are the hashtags, just to a reminder, like these are the hashtags. So by chance, if you miss in the previous slide, you can just see that again. And what is the agenda I have for you? Resume screening and do's don'ts, interview do's don'ts, career gap, layoff discussion. Uh, let's first go with the basic thing. Many of the folks here are like, what exactly is needed? What is the skill set? What is the demand? And we are like, people are like, apne ko kya malum bhai? So, like, I will cover that. What is the minimum skill set that I feel like it's the demand of the market? So, right now, as per the current situation, I feel like knowing flows, triggers, async apex, batch classes, integration, LWC, and any one cloud you should be knowing to a decent level. Without that, surviving as a Salesforce developer is quite difficult. And whatever job openings that I've observed so far, all of them actually need all of it. And that too, in the round, you would be expected to write a code on the trigger as well. And even it is quite possible, like the panel might ask you to write LWC code as well. Uh, any questions or anything? Yeah, you can put in the comment. So I will just continue.
Yeah, we will cover up the question in the end of the session once we
Okay,
have.
okay, yeah, sure. See, the first thing is like, how do we apply to jobs? Like through the Workday portals or their own website. And then what happens is your resume screening, it does the screening. And how does that happen? Like, see, there are thousands of people who are applying and they need to shortlist like who they can call for the interview, or is it worth talking to them on the phone and discussing when we can have the interview or whether to go forward with them or not. So in this regard, ATS, Application Tracking Systems, helps them. And how does that work? It checks your resume for the different sections. What is the experience? What is the skill set? What is the education that you have done? And whatever the things that you mentioned in the your resume, like the skill set, and does that match to whatever is the job opening? Based on that, it scores and it ranks. Like these are the people who meet that particular threshold, and these are the people who have like very good high scores. So definitely, better the your resume scores, better is the chances of you getting the interview calls. Okay. Now, the next part is what are the do's? Like, see, many people like there are a lot of people on the internet. They would be talking about like what are these are the things. This is the format you choose, or this is the theme you choose. Purchase this course and anything. But in the end, what really matters is like what should are the things I should be including. Your name, current job title. Like I'm like XYZ, like associate consultant or consultant at this XYZ company. That should be visible. Your phone number, like how would the panel contact or the HR will contact you. Email address as well. And below your name, you can also mention the certifications. Like obviously, like you're trying to impress the panel or the HR person just by looking. Like if suppose below my name, I'm writing like 18x certified or I'm 2x certified, that adds value. And you're able to like, if suppose I'm like manually screening or through the resume, I'm trying to see like whom should I means I received an email from the HR like this is the candidate. Then I look at the resume, I see like it is like mentioning 18 certified or 2x certified. I'm like, yeah, might be he might have good knowledge. You're creating the first impression by your resume itself. So mention around these things. Again, LinkedIn URL is a must. Whoever is not including that will be left behind. And GitHub URL as well. While writing GitHub URL, you're telling the panel or the HR that I even know GitHub as well. And maintaining it is even more better. And your trailhead URL, like whatever is the link that we have for the Trailblazers site, you can include that. Include a professional summary. It should clearly tell me like out like I have like 10 plus years experience. It should say like total this many experience, what is relevant into Salesforce, what are the core specific clouds that I worked on. Like suppose I worked on sales service or experience cloud, mention that. Your skill set should be reflected in brief. And by looking your professional summary, what is the intent of a summary? Like without going through the entire stuff, I'm able to get the relevant information. That is what a summary verbally means or dictionary meaning, I would say. So that is how your resume or your summary should be. Everything should be in the brief. Like, and if HR is reading or any technical person is looking at your professional summary, they should get a fair idea of what are the things you know. In this professional summary, you can also highlight any any community participation, like any specific thing that suppose you have been a speaker or you have contributed. You can just a one liner would be fine. Don't explain anything in detail because it is a summary. It's not a whole lunch it's a large paragraph. Then keep a separate section for skill set. In skill set there should be like explain it means you can have many skill set that you can highlight here. You can mention around LWC, Apex, and you can mention the batch classes, specific clouds, specific things. Like even you can include Copado if you know Copado quite well, or you can mention the sales cloud. You can mention around the lightning flows, integration, and a specific managed pack. One more thing, like many people don't know, like few of the managed packages are also of very high demand. Like suppose you worked on say DLRS, declarative lookup summary, or you worked on CTI. Mention that that is an important skill, and if you're not writing that, then what is the means it won't be justified. You should try to write whatever are the things that you know, because the more you write, the high chances like in the ATS, your scoring would increase. And below your skill set, mention your certifications. Like create a list. Like I have like first certification is like admin, second is like advanced admin, PD1, PD2. You can mention all of it in a range. And one more mistake which I commonly see is like while writing like the experience, they start with the first company. No, that is not the right way. Start from the latest company. Like what is your current company, start from that, then go in the reverse order. Because like what would be the most relevant, again, like what a resume, like what we are trying to do is like we're trying to give the other person a relevant information, and obviously the most recent is the most relevant. So whatever is your latest experience, that would be of more value than whatever was your experience in the first company. So that is why always start writing the experience from the last company first. Another point, like just you're writing LWC like have the skill, that does not will not work out. Like you have to mention around, like while you're explaining your roles in the or in the experience, you should be mentioning around while you're explaining the project, you should be mentioning around the details of LWC. Like you worked on the decorators, you use those at that API via UI API, Lightning Data Service, Lightning Data Table. Those are the things are needed, because there are a lot of people like who just write LWC, and It gives the picture like they have not really worked on it. Otherwise, they would have explained it quite well. See, whatever you might know, whatever thousand things, but if you're not able to showcase that, that is not worth it. Get it very clearly. Things, whatever you are able to communicate, that matters. Then whatever you are, just whatever you have. Like suppose I know thousand things, but I'm able to just say very little things. People would judge me like you don't know anything, you just know the basic things only. So don't hesitate to write be more add more details around your LWC implementation, because LWC is a must. Actually, whatever things I mentioned in the previous slide, all are a must as of now. Without that, getting an interview call is almost impossible. I would not say it would be a absolute zero, but are very very low. uh, Apart from this do's, there are few don'ts. I have noticed like many of the people like in freshers are writing career objective, that makes sense to me. But as you are having experience, what is the objective? Objective and all is not at all relevant. Right, professional summary. Instead of that, few people are writing hobbies like I like swimming, I like traveling. Does that anyhow add value to your resume? Other person is hiring you only for the skills that you know. So instead of hobbies, I would say you can mention around your community participation. You can mention like I'm an active member of say Indore Salesforce developer group, or I'm an active member of Gurugram marketing group. Mentioning those things actually may add a value. Another thing, don't mention your career gap or layoff explicitly. Like I got layoffed out of this. Why? Like, see, as a normal human being, we won't want to just what do you say? Put ourselves down in front of others. We want to showcase ourselves in the best way possible. So don't mention those career gaps or layoff explicitly. Also, mentioning religion is again not at all recommended. Other person doesn't care about your religion. He just wants like this person has the skill. Then if he's able to clear the interview, hire him. It has nothing to do with religion, and it might create like unnecessary conflict. So I would say never mention your religion. Relationship status, that is again seems irrelevant to me. Doesn't matter if you're unmarried, married, or a single mother, or whatever, divorced. Doesn't really matter what it has relevant to your professional journey. Not needed at all. And mentioning age doesn't matter like whether you are 24, 25, 30. What matters is whatever is your IT experience and what is your relevant experience. And resume should be maximum until 2 pages. Ideally the best would be one pager, but sometimes while you would be explaining the thing, means putting out down the details, it might go up to 2 pages, and that is fine. And if suppose you are getting like the resume is going more than that, try to switch to 2 column layout when you have more stuff. And if suppose your resume is too much short, go with 1 column layout. Another thing is like people are mentioning their address, exact address. Like suppose 216 some XYZ colony and all of it. No, the HR only is concerned whatever is your current city. So it helps them decide like whether this person would be able to communicate to office or not, or is he able to, will be he be able to relocate if it is needed, or anything like that. So mentioning the exact address by house number and all of it is not needed. Just the city, state, and pin code is enough for you. Now the next part is like now we talked about a few things that other do's. Now what happens is like now we have OpenAI, ChatGPT, or another the other AI tools as well. So what you can do is like you can put up some good prompts and which could help you improve your professional summary. So and even you can take help from those uh, for improve adding on your skill set as well. So for that you can scan this code. Like I don't want you to go into the prompt engineering part, so Salesforce Ban has already done it for us. So you can scan this code. They have already mentioned a lot of prompts which could help you improve your resume. And if suppose you're looking for any resume templates, Salesforce Ban, just 1 second.
Okay. Meanwhile, I will consider why I share to everyone post their LinkedIn URL in chat section. That's the reason why tell to everyone. I see the biggest things. If you see your URL, it's not a user friendly. In the LinkedIn URL, I see Dharmesh Gupta 8011119014. You can edit it. It's user friendly. URL is good to mention your LinkedIn profile. If you see my LinkedIn profile, I will share 1 second. Sorry, Ankit, I just take over to you. 1 second. Yeah, you can edit and is you can give the valid. See, it's a small URL. You can easy to add in your resume to just go through and edit as per your name. So it's good. I see one of the person have a Antim Yadav 070. It's a by default creation by the LinkedIn. You can edit as well. Update your LinkedIn URL as good. To if you go any event, if you go any event social networking, so you can easily say okay, you just put the my name in the URL is good to you. It's also be good, like it's also be added some value in your profile as well. Okay, now over to you, Ankit. Sorry, yeah.
Yes. This is share you can stop the sharing. Okay. Okay, my screen is already shared. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So, sorry for the interruption. I hope like everybody has scanned this QR code because these resume templates and the prompts are very much useful for improving your resume. Now, what we'll do is like we'll go to the next part. I'll be sharing a demo resume with you, which would actually be uh, I have obviously, for obvious reasons, I've sorry. There's a sample. Yeah. So, like this is a sample resume. So I have just mentioned the city it is prominent and the pin code. Summary covers my total experience, certifications that also I have highlighted, skill set also at the high level, and important part that I have already been a speaker for Gorakhpur Developer Group that is also highlighted. Contains my current designation, my certifications. Photo is optional. I prefer to keep it. And links, there are a lot of links for me, so I added it as a separate section. And skill set you can mention. Then you can mention around your certifications. So I have mentioned my certifications as well. Community participation I was talking about. So you can add it like here. And I don't think for experienced person, education uh, sure is that much valuable. So you can keep the education at the very bottom because the other person is hiring for your skills. So what matters to him is your experience, whatever you have, and whatever is the skill set and your certifications. So education you can keep it kind of at the last only, and you can mention that any specific big achievements as well. So this is just a sample, my takeaway, but there are other templates as well available on like from Salesforce when that you can utilize. So I kept it under 2 pager, yet I have tried to cover everything. You just need to be smart enough at what you can do to make it under this much length. I hope you were able to at least get a brief idea about how this could be, uh, means how it should a resume should be. What are details that I need to cover? I hope it's fine. So I will just resume. Now, now we are talking about the interview tips and tricks. We talked about the resume, and we talked about few other things. We also saw like what are the like a sample resume, which I was my own. I just blurred my personal details for obvious reasons. Now, suppose you get an interview call and you are in front of the panel. What are the things, tips and tricks that you should be doing? First of all, a very warm greeting. Like suppose, like, hi Tarun, how are you doing? Tarun will be like, yeah, I'm good. How about you? You should be very warm greeting and you should sound confident. Keep smiling throughout the interview. Like, see, we as human beings have a tendency to always love smiling faces. Nobody wants to see a dull face or a very less confident person. So try to keep it smile. Another thing is it helps you overcome, even if you're nervous, it helps you overcome that while you're smiling. Just my personal tip. And another thing is like many people just generate the resume and me through the AI tools and have not even read it. And then the panel is like, these are some weird words. Let me ask the candidate, what does that mean? And the candidate is blank because he has not even read about the resume, whatever he has written. So please know your resume, whatever you have written. And don't listen to reply. Like, I'm saying something and you're just quickly responding. No. Listen, understand, and then reply. Nobody's in that much hurry that they would not even care to wait for a few seconds. Research about the company and the panel if possible. Like suppose I'm getting a call from say Vivansh Consulting, okay, Tarun's company. Then I can research about that company, like what does that company do, whether it is a product based or service based, whatever is the kind of clouds where they have more the demand. So knowing about the company helps me like for the interview, so I can expect like what would be the core focus. Like suppose Tarun's company is focused mostly on the marketing cloud of it, so I can make sure like I would know brush up myself on the marketing cloud related stuff like the data RMI and other things. And if possible, I have the panel information as well. I can go through their profile and see like what is the skill set they have, if it is available on the social media platform like LinkedIn. So I can know like panel would always try to ask the questions from the area where they are comfortable on. So researching is an important part. That is kind of your homework whenever you could get an uh, interview call. Try to do this homework. And another part, prepare your introduction quite well and keep it under 3 minutes. See, it is like a brief introduction. Always a panel wants. It's not like you keep saying. The panel is bored after 3 minutes. Like it's like nowadays, if you're talking too much for a longer duration without any pause, everybody gets bored. Understand it. And prepare a project explanation very well. And I would be covering these two in the next slides as well, like to detail on how what are the things to be covered and how your project explanation should be therein. know in and out of your project, like from what was the business objective to what is the data model, what are the specific objects that you used. Not all of it, obviously there could be like 100 or 50, no, 150, obviously there could be 10 or 15 objects that you would be utilizing, but the important ones at least you can remember 4 or 5. You can explain about it. Now another thing is, always know about the latest release updates. That is being always very much you can expect, like a panel would ask you. This is to check like how much are you keeping up with the pace with Salesforce products that are available. Like suppose right now in the current era, data cloud is in demand. So they might ask you, what do you know about data cloud? And if suppose you're like, I don't know, like you should know, like why you not keep means up to the pace of the world, and you why you're lagging behind on this. Or even if you can talk about not on the data cloud, but if you know about simple updates as well, that you can use to cover up. Like suppose there's a new feature of LWC that you can dynamically import a module on demand. So that is a feature that you should can talk about. You can talk about like in the UI wise sales has improved a lot. There's like a new seller homepage that is available, and there's like on the object, it's on the object and the object manager itself, I'm able to get a separate tab like object access, where I can see what are the profile permissions sets that have the access. So know about the my intent is know about the latest release updates. And like this is from a recent one of our candidate was just recently interviewed, and he talked about like the panel was even expecting them to know about agent force 1 and 0, what is the difference. So agent force is in demand, and know about it at least to a little extent that you can explain it. Hands-on is the best and recommended, but if you are not able to do for some reason, at least read about it. Next, introduction. Like what I should include in my introduction. See, understand. Start with your name. Like my name is Ankit Jain. I'm a technical architect and an MNC. Like you have to mention your means actual company name. Don't say it is at the MNC. Current company name is important. What is your total IT experience? Like suppose I might have like more than 10 years of IT experience, but the relevant experience is suppose 5 years or 2 years. Be specific on that. Then you can say about like my skill set includes like sales cloud, service cloud, experience cloud, LWC, lightning data table, UI API, profiles, permission set groups, sharing tools, and lightning flows. So specify about your skill set, all of it, like even specific functionalities, like you worked on the like suppose 5.9 CTI you worked on, specify about that. You worked on specifically on sales cloud or service cloud, specify about it. Be unless you speak, other person does not know anything. Whatever you're speaking is making sense, should make sense. Mention your certifications, like suppose you can say like I'm like 18x certified. The recent ones are like application architect and system architect, but I've also completed like say AI associate, AI specialist. And means, and also if you have participated in any very big accomplishment that you have, tell it as well. Mention it. Like suppose you are winner of any hackathon, or you are doing some community participation. Like suppose you're a part of a J2S mentor, uh, uh, journey to Salesforce, your journey to Salesforce mentor, or you are anywhere a mentor in the Salesforce world. You can talk about it as well. A few people do this mistake. Like after this is done, they just keep starting with your project. No, never do that. Ask and then only proceed further. While you would be talking about these things, the duration would have already crossed 3 minutes approx. And the panel might get bored or he might get frustrated. So just confirm with him, like if you allow, I can talk about the recent project which I worked on, and then start. Don't start by yourself. Now we are talking about the project explanation. Now how your project explanation should be, that I will be going to tell you. See, you need to start with your business objective. Start with the problem by talking about the business problem or the business requirement or business, I call it business objective. What was the problem a company was facing? Like suppose while they're implementing sales cloud implementation, the problem that they could be like they wanted to streamline their sales, or they were not able to close the opportunities that much frequently, or it was taking too much time and the data might be in across multiple sources, and there was no single way of to get the data all over the place and to speed up the things or improve the quoting process or improve the customer service. That could be your business objective. It is a high level problem that you're trying to solve via any project. Like when you're talking about service cloud, you're trying to solve mostly the customer service, means you're trying to solve the customer problems, like the customer service is very down, or the company is having a bad repo because of the services, means because of the cumbersome what do you call cumbersome services or redressal systems, or complaints are coming far too much and it's taking too much time, people are unhappy. That could be your general problem that they are trying to solve. Now what do you do is next you try to explain the journey end to end. Like you have to talk about the different actors. Like suppose I'm talking about say sales cloud. Like you can start with so the say what actually the company was facing. The problem is they're not able to generate more leads and close the opportunities. Now what do I do out of that? What you need to do is you need to start with like there on the public websites we created a web to lead form. In the web to lead form we were asking about the basic information and the category and subcategory, so that it could be based on this category subcategory, it can be routed to the right team who could be addressing, means talking to the specific lead. Now this, like for doing that we are utilizing lead assignment rules. The lead assignment rules, like it was assigned to a specific team, and here you were using queue based routing. Now in that queue, what we have done is like we have utilized set it as per the role. Like in our users, we had the role of like customer service, who would be dealing with those persons. Also, or sales representatives who would be dealing with these leads. Now what next happens next is like these leads go to that these sales reps go to that lead record, and they try to communicate with the lead to find out more about the details. They nurture the lead, and then they, for during this process, they send out various emails or contact them offline through the CTI adapter. We are utilized Five9 or we are utilized Genesis, whatever is your CTI. And then they when they are confident enough, like yes, this lead, there are high chances like this person is going to make a purchase, so they convert that lead into account contact and opportunity. Opportunity being optional, and account and contact, if your person account, only one will be, means it, at the UI you will only see one. That is the way like I'm starting, like how I am able to make the other person visualize. Like it starts from like there's a public website where I placed up a form. I mean the lead is enter a person, end user is entering the details, then I'm able to get routed to the different person, different teams are there, and under the different teams the a specific person would assign that lead to themselves. They would nurture that, they would convert that lead, they would have a opportunity would get closed. Opportunity, from opportunity a quote might get generated. So I'm talking about end to end things, and at the same time I'm talking about the technical aspects as well. I'm talking about roles, I'm talking about lead conversion, I'm talking about the deals or opportunities, I'm talking about web to lead. That way you're explaining, like even if a person is not that much technical, he's able to visualize and connect to whatever you're saying. And what is important is other person should be able to connect to whatever you're saying in. Now the next part is like you need to explain, while you're explaining this project you need to also explain about what are the roles. Like suppose in that uh, project, like suppose you were working on like creating triggers, so mention about that. You worked on the LWC part, I specify about that. First explain the end-to-end journey, then you talk about your role, that this is the entire system, and in that my role was specific to like configuring the lead assignment rules or the flexi pages, lightning pages, or dynamic forms, dynamic actions I implemented. And you can mention like few of the challenges that you face, like suppose you face large data volume, or you face a problem during lead conversion. You can say like my triggers were not firing during at the time of lead conversion. I was like, what is happening? I tried to debug it, but at that time I was a novice. I didn't knew like by default it won't be called. I need to check that checkbox in my lead settings, then only it would get called. Unless means try to make it interesting, and then tell like how do you solve it. Like suppose then I got to know about this checkbox and then I solved it, and as a result of this implementation the client was able to reduce the lead conversion time by say 10% or 5%, or they were able to get all the data in one screen, get a 360-degree view of a customer. And this storytelling you need to practice, although it would take some time, but yes, it is possible. You have to rehearse, and storytelling is an important skill set in the market, so you need to practice it. Which should talk about the problem, solution, contribution, and business impact. Next is like I already covered it in the previous slide. I did a demo of while explaining this project itself, so that was all. And the next part is like, how do you handle career gaps? See, career gap is uh, like don't mention it explicitly. Wait for the panel to bring it up if needed. There could be chances like due to some personal health issues, a family emergency, or due to some personal growth things, you were there was a gap in your employment. But it's okay, and if you're able to justify it. And how do you justify it? You can emphasize like during this duration, like I was able to upskill and do these certifications. I was able to, I learned agent force, or I worked or got exposure of say sales cloud or service cloud, or I was able to contribute to the community. I became a mentor at topmate, or I was able to do it, I contribute as journey to Salesforce mentorship, or I was able to do some social causes, and ensure like whenever you're having career gap, there are harsh answers like panel might get doubts on your technical ability. So you need to reassure the panel that yes, you're technical strong and you're interview ready. So you can tell them very clearly like yes, there's a gap, and I was not well at that duration. So what I did is at that time, like I upskilled myself after this one, and then I am now technically quite sound, and if you wish, you can evaluate me to. You can do my evaluation to a more means what to until you're satisfied, and I continue to work and focus on my learnings and improve myself technically whatever is possible. So this way, like you're kind of tackling it very smoothly. Unless you are confident on yourself, nobody can defeat you. I'm suppose I'm no, but I'm not confident on myself. Like yes, it's like end of the world. I can't do anything. No, if you're confident enough and you're able to justify anything, that is what is matter. The same thing goes with layoff. Many things people think like I got left. मेरा तो एकदम life खराब हो गया है. No, it is not the end of the world. See, how does a panel know about a layoff? They know it unless you tell them upfront, or they notice an employment gap, or you're not able to justify why you left your last job. So don't tell them upfront. If they notice employment gap, you can try to answer that. Like as I mentioned earlier, like there was some problem, or there was a change in the alignment of the company. So because of that, or there were some roles which were eliminated. So because of which I was lost my job, but I got a new one very easily. Like, and then what do you do when you get layoff? Like, don't bring it up. and you can say very confidently, like some I have this is like a real example. One of my friend was asked like, have you been a part of a layoff? And I told him like, you should answer like, does it really matter? Because if I have the required skill set, I am technically strong, you can free to assess me on that. Like, see, it can happen like, layoffs can be part of like either of the two scenario. Like either it can happen to business decisions, or it could be performance or employee side some misalignments as well. And nobody would, either of the parties will not agree on that. So like my take is like, if suppose if it's like you think like performance, it's a misalignment on the technical side, you can evaluate me, and from the job fitment perspective, the HR team can evaluate me on that. Since a layoff doesn't really define me, remain your calmness, be confident. You might be asked, but if you are able to make my your mind very much calm and be able to address it in a very humble way and polite way, everything will work out. Trust yourself and your abilities. And then this is last part, like any Q and A's. And thank you. Hope you like this so far.
Okay, thank you, Ankit, for your nice presentation about things. So we have almost 17 to 18 question. I will share my screen. We can take one by one.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay, okay. Before this one, I will share the thing. You need to should be post your valuable takeaway with the hashtag. It good. Can you stop? Oh, sorry. Can you stop and share your screen? Yes. Thank you, Ankit. Okay, I will share this tab. Okay. Now, first question taken by Sunil. How to get job opportunity if company not hiring? Basically, cold call. Okay, what your opinion, Ankit, for this question?
Like suppose if they're not hiring, company is not hiring, then what you can do is like, if you can tell them like if there's a opening, uh, or you can tell them like, I my means you can evaluate me on the skill set, and then if it matches, you can try to do an evaluation like, I am a kid, means I can match the level that you're expecting, so if you can give me a chance, that would be quite helpful. Like it is like early stage for me, so please give me a chance, and I have done this certification, or I'm aware of these things, and you can talk about the value additions. Like here your community participation might play an important role. Like networking, you can other person, if they refer you and tell them like, yes, he's really good, that can be an added advantage here.
Okay. I hope you get the answer. If you want to unmute yours, you want to unmute, I can unmute yourself if you have not didn't clear the question. Answer. Please comment on the chat section. You're done, so we can go to the next question. Okay. Now we on to come the next question. Who asked the
uh,
question? Patik Panja asked the question. I have around 7 years of experience in non-Salesforce background. I recently come across Salesforce and wanted to learn this technology. Please guide me. How should I proceed with it? And there any job out there for people with experience with new to Salesforce? But your yeah.
my take is like, if it is not in Salesforce, that is fine. But what matters is like, if you already have some object-oriented programming that you have done, or you're from technical background, uh, like see, if you notice Salesforce carefully, Salesforce is moving to open stack, means enterprise architecture. Like when they introduced LWC, whoever are the JavaScript developers, they got a chance to enter into Salesforce, and whoever already know Java, they already were able to adopt the Salesforce because it was based on Java only, this Apex language. So I would suggest like would be very it could depend on the background, I would say. And suppose you're totally non-technical background, then it would become quite difficult for you. As what I see as the sales has been recent job trends. So my takeaway is like focus on the enterprise architecture and see that could help you land a job not just in Salesforce but overall as well. So focus on the OOPS and the basic data structure and the core part.
Okay. Come on the next point. Question. Ankit seeking the agile villager wing involve how can we make it as a part of our resume to showcase our understanding the resume.
You can add it to your topic. Like, see, what you can do is like for this agent force, you can mention it your skill set, right? You can mention out your data cloud. You can mention around agent force, and then obviously like if you know agent force, you would already be knowing around AI associate and AI specialist as well. Take up those certifications, it's free as well. Just a gentle reminder, like till December 2025 we have the free AI associate and AI specialist uh, certification as well, which is free. So you can this way you can showcase your understanding on this topic, and also in your while you're doing talking about and giving a brief introduction, you can highlight that I have knowledge on the agent force as well. I'm able to do this one, and but here the main part is while you're explaining agent force, like that you have created an agent, you need to talk about the use cases as well. Like what are the use cases that you have covered, because without use cases just keeping an agent doesn't work. You need to talk about the different topics that you have considered and what are the custom action or the standard actions. You can talk about the atlas reasoning engine as well. So that would be my takeaway on that.
Okay. Next question. I hope. Uh, how to clear Salesforce dev interview? What are the important topic that I want to cover?
See, topic wise, I would suggest the list is quite big. So, in the interest of time, that's why in my if you I provided my YouTube channel link. In that, there are many recordings of the interviews that happened as per different experience level as well. So, if needed, I can just share that playlist with you in the chat as well. My thought like this question might come up. That is the very reason I actually had this. What do you call this as a part of my slide. I will just double check the link. Yeah, yeah, I've shared the link in the chat, Tarun. Yeah, you can strike through this one. Tarun, you're on mute.
Yeah, you can also subscribe the channel to you more content given by the Ankit. So it's up to you. And we are not forcing to anyone to subscribe, like, share, comment.
Exactly.
We don't
That
want
is
to travel to you, disturb to you in preparation of the examination. It's up to you. If you are if you are wanted to see the video, you can watch it in and subscribe. It's up to you. Okay.
yeah.
Now come on the point. The next question. Yeah. How get my first job as a Salesforce developer?
First thing is
Yeah.
everyone would hire you only if you have the skill set. So these pointers which I mentioned in the my first slide, you need to prepare on those topics, and also prepare a little bit on your object oriented SQL as well. There are few startups which are hiring still for the Salesforce trainees or internship position. You can apply on those. Apply to those.
Okay. Now come on the next question. Okay. Yeah. How can I get expert level knowledge in LLOC? It's hands-on.
Exactly, I was about to say this.
Hands-on.
Yeah, but here one point I would like to add is like, see, what matters is like unless you cross questioning, this questioning attitude is important, and LWC is based on JavaScript only. So you need to know the JavaScript concepts, and that could help you improve your understanding. like there's a lot of like again like this whatever the if you go to my channel there are like various questions that are around the in the question answer section. There are a lot of questions that are around this topic. I will share the playlist for that as well. In that I had covered many LWC related. A few of the questions are actually quite tough. It is hard for anyone to know that, but you have to practice those things only, then only things would work out.
Yeah, I could also edit one more point. If you want to be get expert level in the knowledge, do many projects in the LLOC, hands on the parent to child call child to parent. If you have didn't get confused, ki how I pass my content to be child component to be parent to child internet you will be become perfect. I still I am also little confused. Okay, this is my parents component, this is my child component. It's a sub child to sub child to sub child. It's a bigger enterprise application. So if I do some integration, so I just confused. Your file structure should be clear in the LLOC. It's good, not confused to you. That's it. Because in the if you like is answer from both kind of who have experience, who have fresher. So both have a different strategy to become an expert in the LLOC. Fresher level, they were not didn't get a chance to be a live project, so they can focus on the structure your organize your core and experience need to be organize a folder structure, larger application. That's the good thing. Okay, now come on the next question. What is the most important skill, a tool to learn for someone new to Salesforce Marketing Cloud? Okay, I will be covering how I can position myself as a strong candidate for SMMC related role without prior experience. Okay, it's me. Okay, I can give the answer. First, important skill set. So previously I told you if it's up to you, you want to become a marketing cloud developer, yeah, marketing cloud admin. If you have a Salesforce developer, you can easily become a marketing cloud developer because JavaScript is also there. Okay, AMP script, like SSJS is basic JavaScript hands-on practice. If you strong in the LLC, you can also work on the SMMC developer. If you want to be admin part, you need to understand the tools and the Marketing Cloud CRM. Without the experience, you just need to be get some articles, tailor modules, prep course, done the prep course, some kind of you get some chance to be internship any kind of startup company, newer company, experienced company, because all is not free. Some Udemy courses they provide some kind of instance to you, so it's up to you because without the internship you can't get a much more live experience. But without the you can just try to be crack the internship position in any company who are working as an MC. 3 months is sufficient to become a sales marketing cloud admin. So firstly the roadmap is the Salesforce email study exam. Then you can able to be give the exam Salesforce administrator, then consultant. Three path you can just do it without prior experience. If you're certified, you have some knowledge of the theory, prepare yourself for the interview, you can get it the good thing. Okay, I hope I give the answer. Yeah.
I would like to add one more point, Tarun, here. Like, now, whatever I have observed so far is like just doing marketing cloud is not enough. Data cloud, while since data cloud has come into the picture, there is a strong demand that data cloud, also the marketing cloud person should know about this. So, that is a skill set that new persons who are is entering this one should know.
Yeah, data cloud is also be part of the every not the marketing cloud. Data cloud is for every clouds needed to be learned.
Yes, yes, yes. But
It's not
whatever
specific.
but the job openings that I'm seeing right now, they're clearly it is even for migrant cloud developer. They're expecting that person to know data cloud as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good example. This is for the experienced people, but
Yes, correct.
the level they don't
That
need
is
to
not.
be in the
Yeah.
cloud. They just need to be admin role. They give the access, journey builder, email studio. They can the email campaigning. That's thing. So for a beginners, you just need to be first talent module, email, especially exam. If you are living in the Gurgaon, yeah, Noida, you can join me next week I will be provide the whole the structural guidelines. So I have already published the three events: Feb month, March month, and April month, to be focusing on the start your career in the marketing cloud. For the hands-on workshop, it's not a bigger event, a mega event. It's a 20 30 people of seats, equivalent of the co-working space. That's the thing. So if you didn't do the register, do it do it fast. So we have a limited like
Seats.
space. Yeah, yeah. Now come on the yeah. Can you suggest some tips to increase the put ATS score? Ankit, over
Uh,
to you. Yeah.
yeah, see, for the improving the ATS scores, it matters on the keywords and no spelling mistake. Keep it under 2 pages. And important part is like measure, like your stats should be visible. Like suppose reduce the manual effort by 10%, 15%. That stats or measure is important. Keywords like data modeling, Lightning data service, Lightning web component, Lightning flows, CTA adopters, specific cloud names, those are important. And obviously, it should be presentable. Like, see, whatever is the intent is like ATS scores, it's like a minimum threshold that they do. Like, mostly it's around 60 or 70, I guess, that you could easily get if you're following the bad tips and tricks which I mentioned in my slides. And there are some templates that are already available. Like I can again post that links in the chat as well. So Salesforce Ben has already done it for us. So
I already posted, I think, in the chat.
okay, if that was available, then well and good.
I repeat it again. I think I say yes. I just
Okay.
put it again. Yeah, you can just
Okay.
download the template there.
Yeah.
Now the next question. Nowadays, lot of people use AI tool to create a resume. It is fine. Yeah, it is fine, but you should be need to modify.
Exactly. And the important part is like, yeah, I would suggest to don't keep create an image on the AI tools. Keep it like on the Word document only,
Yes.
because otherwise modification would become a challenge for you. And also these AI tools, it might become a little difficult for to read through few of the fancy email templates that are generated through the AI. Keep it simple. See, you don't need to beautify it that much, but it should be like look, it should be pleasing to it. It should be appealing yet simple.
Yeah, I just added one more. It's depend to you the experience. If you're fresher, you need to put more content. But if you're experienced, don't need to be more well beautify your resume and well things. If you are not experienced, that time you focus on the your key points. Means if company is hiring for the sales for marketing cloud, means example, you put there you have explained the like a different part flow and things. The flow as well, but firstly you should need to be update resume every time as per the job description. You can,
Exactly.
if you don't have any reference referral who's put your resume in the company, so at that time you need to be edit your content as per the job description, because they consider those the resume only who have a made the criteria. And also once you share, you connect anyone on a LinkedIn, your email, you just need to be organized way. Means you don't see hi I'm looking for job and put the resume. There's a three words. It's not impact. It's you will be ignored by the person. You just put the resume and type in the mail. You should mention the roles in the your subject title, how many experience you have. Also resume when you submit your resume in email, also have bell structure your file name. Three place here name underscore how many experience underscore on this role why you are applying. So it's too easy to understand by the HR, any senior concerned person. Many people are facing the okay, I just send the resume but not shortly not call back from the company. I have a trick also. Don't share the unrelevant times to resume. Don't share 10 a.m. sharp your resume. Share your resume 11 a.m. because HR also be human. She just join the office 10 a.m. Your resume will be ignored by her because that time just need to be more of work pressure that time. So 11 time is sufficient to share resume. Any company. After office hours, don't share your resume. Weekend, don't share because we have a feature. Auto send the email. Just schedule your email, the timeline in the email format. You just schedule a time to that time. You just draft your email. Just schedule a time. It will be auto email to you. That's it. Also, many tools also there. You just attach in your Gmail to take this email. It is also read by the this person or not. I just share the link in the WhatsApp group. You can also add on the Chrome extension in your Gmail. You can able to check your email is opened by this person or not. It's going the spam not. It's also be good way to send your resume, apply a job, experience, yeah, new one is good to you. And second point, as per my like I working as a CTO, that's why I'm running my company. That I share the things. Many resume I ignore. Many people are just ping to me directly. Hi, Tarun, this is my resume. Get a job. So doesn't sense. Someone people just ping me hi. Then I reply. Then they share the resume. So if you introduce anyone, don't take personally. But if you connect anyone socially, not me, any person, just create a proper message. Hi, Tarun, this is Sai. I may explain this is good intact. They also be able to connect you with you and remind your name as well. So that's my add-on on this kind of like get a resume, yeah, like some kind of not getting any job response from the company. So the good way, LinkedIn profile URL, your email sending timeline, your resume one page or two page more. No, no need to put much more content. Just for every person see the first page of content. Okay. Also, agent, one more thing. If you have a like many company are considering you are uh, part of any kind of committee events, many companies don't consider that part. Firstly, overview the company profile, then add on resume because your resume should be also ready in the document format, so you can easily edit your resume. That's the things. Okay. Sorry for taking much more time. Yeah, that's good. Or now come on the next point. Yankit, you mentioned some managed package work. Can you share some basic managed package that can some impact and we can create a POC in dev org? A
Uh,
technical.
there are some basic, like Nebula Logger, I would suggest is a basic one. I can will share this in the uh, comments. You can go to the next one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, even technical, so it take time.
Yeah.
Okay. How to explain the project detail? Keep your eye on NDA too. Too much of the information by raising concern. What you are feeling.
Exactly. My takeaway is like don't mention the company name. Like if you notice, never mention that with which company you are currently, who was your client, because your company might have sent NDA and you can be in legal troubles for that. So mention like a leading healthcare provider or a pharmaceutical company like that, so that you are avoiding a legal trouble as well.
Okay. Now come on the next question. If we have a diverse
Diverse.
experience, meaning explain the Salesforce and the other technology, is it good for mention all?
See, I would suggest in this skill set, you should prioritize whatever is in the job description first. You have to reorder, I would say. Adding others is good, but first write the relevant things.
Yes. It's also up to the company profile. They are considering or not. It's
Yeah. But more keywords means better chances.
yes. While giving into what we all are we
covered,
supposed to tell.
covered in the slides.
Sorry.
We covered it in our slides.
Okay. That's good. What do you do when your interview start asking about your weakest area in Salesforce? Suppose I'm weak and report and dashboard.
See, first of all, like this would happen. if you don't know, you can say like I will try to I'm a proficient in this area, but this area is like something that I would have to learn and rehearse that. And obviously there's a scope for learning however you learn, so I will learn on this and I will do this one. And I will before joining, I will make a point after this interview to read about it. You can
Okay.
just say like that.
Okay. I also enjoy one more thing. If they're asking a question, biggest point means it's a two-way. If you tell him to, I think it's a good interviewer. They ask the question related these topics. It's good for you. If you do, so hide something else, maybe they ask the question. Okay, but don't explain much more than 3 minutes. You just take a 1 minute of time to 1 minute, yeah, 30 seconds, yeah, 60 seconds to time to explain your biggest point. That's it. If you go in deeper and deeper, you will be in Hindi in Hindi, तुम माया जाल में फंस जाओगे इसके इंटरव्यू में.
Yeah.
लोग अच्छे मूड में नहीं है, दे आर नॉट नीड टू बी हायर अ पर्सन, तो वो आपके माया जाल में फंसाएगा.
Hmm.
That's it. So it's a take 60 seconds of time. When they ask a strong point, then you just took it 2 minutes. But don't share the story. Just share the words. Use the keywords, apex and triggers and the things. Just but
Point to
make,
point.
yeah, but make sure what keyword you share. He will ask the question related to the keywords. So don't share
Exactly.
only those keywords who you are expert. You can give the answer.
Correct.
So it's a Maya Jal. Strong point. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that. Okay. I recently gave interview for Salesforce developer role. Despite two of the, I was asked the question from the Salesforce admin. How can we tackle out the constant question and why the prepare when we apply for Salesforce developer role?
If you notice the slides, like see, there are very few companies in India who specifically hire admins. A developer is expected to do both the jobs. So what in the admin, like obviously you should know the security part, the profile, permission set, group sharing rules, pro
ACL.
reports, and exactly. So I would suggest don't be specific. Like if I'm a Salesforce developer, I should not be focused on reports and dashboard and thing like that. The trend at which the company is growing, we are expected to know both the admin and developer jobs. I think we'll just keep it short and we can move because there are like I think we are way over time.
No, it's the audience are there to know issue. So
Yeah.
we are here to help. Yeah, I just adjourn 1 second of time. If you are a developer role, they ask the admin question. If you are because the SEL part is good. They if they ask the question about the SEL means security profile and thing is good. It's the different part. You can just easily say, okay, I didn't much more knowledge about the things because we have a admin role already there. That's it. Okay, now come on the next point. Yeah. Okay. Could you let me know how many projects should be mentioned in the resume? It's up to you.
I would suggest like if your length depend on the length of your resume, try to keep it one because otherwise if you mention it for like if you are having more experience and you are having multiple projects, your resume would become too much lengthy. Don't make it that way. Try to crunch it. Only one project should be enough, and that to explain it very brief.
Yeah, next question. Any tool recommend for Salesforce QA automation other than Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, which cloud in high demand on must learn?
I
It's
will Tosca is in demand as of now, so learn about Tosca.
okay, that's
Many
good.
openings have seen Tosca, and obviously Selenium is an all evergreen. And but from the Salesforce QA perspective, like you need or expect to know about the little bit admin related stuff as well. So prepare on that.
Next question. 1 second. Yeah.
I'm getting.
I getting calls from HR but cannot move forward the interview due to 90 days notice period. Uh,
My take is like you can tell that my notice period is 90 days, and if you are moving forward, that I can confirm check with my HR around like if there's an option of buyout, And if you are able to do the buyout, then I'm more than happy. Or I can try to convince my managers, like if they can give me a little early release. uh, See, but one more point I want to highlight, like unless there's a very critical reason for you to leave the organization, uh, don't resign without any offer.
Yes.
Many people
Okay.
are doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. One more question. I have a experience 8.5 year of experience, 11 in 1.5 is a BA. But I don't have a experience in any project. But I have a very theoretical knowledge of SFMC and having certification, have cleared the interview. What you tell the when due to this round. Okay. So that's a because I just said that earlier. If you have experience, is good. 8.5 year experience in 11 1.5 is BA. Firstly, what your answer if they ask to you why you switch your career, you have done is a BA role, and then come on the SMMC. So what your agent, because some company has some interviewer thinking, or you are, don't take it personally, they thinking you are confused. But if you are given the valid reason why you are going this SFMC and you are also certified, so you just easy say, if I get a chance to work on it, I am damn sure I am valuable resource for your company. To giving me chance to we have a trial time 1 month 2 months. I have a do some hands on, and you can also enjoy freelancing work as well. Any project experience, you just use tailored experience. Okay, I have done this part. I have done this part. Many Udemy courses are there. Just buy and do it some hands-on. So you should need to be clear for the interview purpose. You should need to be know. Okay, as a BA, I also work on the email speech exam, but email speech practical things I have done. But if I get a chance, so I can work in. This is up to your interviewer. That's it. बिकॉज विदाउट एनी काइंड ऑफ रॉकेट साइंस की कि आपने सिचुएशन भी कर लिया, आपने ये भी कर लिया, पर अब ये जो एक्सपीरियंस, तो यू से कि आई डिडंट गेट अ चांस due to some my personal reason, due to some my job timeline. But if I get a chance, to I can damn sure I will be 100% sure at 200 given to you, your company. I am sure I am a valuable resource for your company. Just give me a chance. But don't, मैं गिराना नहीं है, उसको कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल पे पास ऑन करना है कि मेरे को अभी चांस नहीं मिल रहा है, पर आई जस्ट ट्राई टू मोर this. I am learning explore parallelly my job. So I feel it's a more demanding job in future. So I say my future. That's why I'm going this to this. Okay, that's it. Now come on the point. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I am fresher. I am looking for opportunity in Salesforce. How should I approach my job search?
I think we covered it as the first question as well, like same.
Yes. Okay. How to change job being a bench and having 1 year experience almost.
What you do is like means you are on bench, but what were you doing? Were you upskilling yourself? Were you doing catering to the whatever is the market demand? Were you upskilling yourself at that point? Were you part of the joining any community? Do that if you are not doing it. See, you're on bench, I understand. That is like you might not have got a project or anything like that. But obviously, you need to upskill yourself. And that would be like, that can help you. Like, even you don't have to switch your job. And if you're having upskill yourself, obviously, company don't want to you to switch. Like, they want you to be deployed on the project more than you do. So if you upskill yourself, then you could get a job, get a project, and then you will not be on bench. And suppose you want to switch, then there are limited opportunities that are available for 1 year's experience. So upskill yourself, network. That is the way about. More than that, that can't be done. You're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah. It's a good question, but a good answer. Don't do anything. What can we do if interview didn't ask question about the project? It's good,
Yeah,
now.
well, then, no, no. They see, they, even if they don't ask you after you finish your introduction, tell them like if you allow, I would like to talk about recent project which I worked on. 99.9% they would say yes. There is 0.01% probability that they would say no. And then you can go ahead and suppose they say like no, I'm don't want to talk about the project, and he has already made up his mind to ask the question and whatever he is comfortable upon, then you can't do anything. What you can do is like that's where like your research about the panel can help you, like what the things he's or what the research certification he did, so that can help you a little bit on the preparation side of it.
Yeah, also I added one more thing. If they ask the question, means it's a red signal. They are not hiring right now. They just put the resume, but they already hire someone. It may be red signal all the time. If they are doing like maybe that person is taking your interview, maybe उनको forcefully बोला गया है कि ले लो यार आपके timeline से, तो वो just sake of the things they take it forward.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, it may be. It's I explain you, Ankit, but but I know some people are just lots of pressure of the deployment delivery. So if I told to anyone my employer, so they are okay. I have a lot of pressure. Then able to take the interview. But many companies they take interview on the sort of timeline of period of time that they may be considered. Yeah. Second, like how can we know if the resume was prepared good?
Like, see, I assume you're talking about like from the ATS scoring perspective. So there are various tools that are available in the market, various extensions are also available. You can do a check with that. Basically, your skill set should be highlighted very clearly, and if other person is able to in under 1 minute, if you're able to read that, are you able to understand like what is my skills, and I'm the you are able to know whatever work he has done or he or she has done, then your resume is good. It is like a good joke. If it is like a good joke, like if you're able to, if you have to explain it explicitly, it is not good.
That's good. Okay. I am the last question. I am a Salesforce developer with 3 years working experience in startup. Now I want to make a switch to project based for foreign MNC. So what should I do to get shortlisted? What skills should I have? How to increase the possibility to get the interview?
Yeah, I would suggest, means my takeaway is like since you worked already in the startup, you would have already got a good exposure as well. So on this product based companies or regular MNCs, they are also looking for a little bit on the communication part as well. Like there are some chances like you might be a little lagging on communication, but you can practice it, rehearse, and I would suggest you can get that confident while you're participating in your community events, local community events. Like suppose in Gurgaon, like suppose you know anything about marketing cloud, then you can ask them like I would like to say or be a speaker. Then if there are possibilities, they can you can get a chance to speak, and you need to also practice yourself on your own as well. The more you practice, the better it gets.
Yes. Okay. We have done. Arjun, I approved Arjun. You can ask the question. Yes. Hi, Arjun.
Hello, hello, Tarun and Ankit. Thanks
Yeah.
for this wonderful session. So, I have one more question. I have asked it to the Google form, but I think it, replaced the question with my second question. So, my question to you is like, I, recently gave interview for Salesforce developer role. Despite of what I was asked, I was expecting, I was asked from Salesforce admin,
Mm.
even when the role was for Salesforce developer. So how can we tackle these unexpected questions and what to prepare when we apply for Salesforce developer role apart from development questions? If you could answer that.
My question would be like, what are the admin questions, highly specific admin questions that you were asked? That is my counter question to you.
Well, it was about users and roles and hierarchy. It was like that.
Obviously, it is expected. Like, see,
No.
security model and reports and dashboard. You are not like, see, a developer is expected to do both the roles of admins as well as developers in the Indian context. At least I can say. If you're saying like I should be like I'm a developer, I should only be focused on the coding part, and I should not be knowing about it, the flows or users security model and all of it, field create means the data model side of it, then you can't escape. Like these are like basic things that you should be expected, and I don't think like there's anything wrong. Like it's like a basic thing. But if suppose they are going into like too much on the admin side, like suppose they're talking about in the trans transaction enhanced transaction management or something more complicated part of it, then there you can raise a you can raise a flag like uh, uh, team. I'm for my work has been mostly focused around these are the specific areas like LWC flows and all of those things. You can mention your skill set. So apart from that, I'm yet to explore that area that you're talking about. So, but it would be good to learn more. And in future, like if I get a chance, I would after this interview, I would try to explore that area as well. Uh, and you can handle it politely. See, uh, be calm. Don't be listen to understand, not to reply. Understand what he's trying to do, think, then reply.
Yeah, that is true. But my question was like around like when I gave the interview, so I was asked around 5 questions from Salesforce admin, and only 2 questions were asked about around the Salesforce development. So that is what like I was concerned about. Okay, like how can they do that? I mean, I was expecting at least same same questions from Salesforce development role as well. I was only asked only 2 questions. So this is like I was like so frustrated by that because when we gave an interview for this kind of positions, we usually expect okay they might ask some questions from admin and all, but at least they should ask some more questions in development now. So this is what like I was like okay,
Okay,
so we
got
have to
it.
prepare for admin as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
same. I would like to take it up. Like, see, what happens is like when you're talking about like admin, like it might be possible like the position is actually they want more kind of a functional means they actually want they have mostly work around the admin things only. Like, see, there are various possibilities that I can see. A company might have a vendor who is doing the implementation part of it, and they need a person who just manages it but also is technical sound on the areas like if the other vendors have developed. There's a possibility that they're hiring for this kind of a role. In such regards, like you need to, they want admin who can manage their things. So there could be, that's why their focus could be towards that. So I would suggest, see what is our take means what we should be doing focused in. We should be able to answer whatever the panel is saying. And suppose you are saying like the focus is going towards some different kind of clouds. Like suppose from the Salesforce developer, the focus is getting shifted to say marketing cloud or totally irrelevant topics. Then you can say like my area of expertise lies around this particular area, but other areas I would like to know about that. And in your company, I think I would be able to get much more exposure around these things. So I would be much more happy to learn that. Take anything positive.
Thank you, I
स्टार्टिंग तो एडमिन
understand.
से
Yeah.
ही करेंगे ना। जैसे क्वेश्चन जो होता है एक्सपीरियंस हो या मतलब कम एक्सपीरियंस हो, स्टार्टिंग क्वेश्चन तो एडमिन से ही करेंगे। अगर आप ये एडमिन नहीं बता पा रहे हैं तो हम काहे मूव करेंगे डेवलपमेंट क्वेश्चन पे। तो स्टार्टिंग यहीं से होती है, चाहे जैसा इंटरव्यू हो सेल्सफोर्स का। अगर आप एडमिन बता लेते हैं सही से तब हम डेवलपमेंट में मूव करेंगे। अगर वही नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो आगे बढ़ने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है।
I understand that, sir, but expecting admin role questions from a fresher, I think it is far beyond that the scale. क्योंकि सर देखिए आर फ्रेशर हु इज लाइक रिसेंटली लर्निंग इट ऑल, तो उसको तो बस डेवलपमेंट ही फोकस कर सकता है ना सर वो। लाइक लेट्स सपोज मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन दिया था उन्होंने कि टेल अस हाउ कैन यू फ्रीज योर अकाउंट। लाइक जैसे आप एक आपके रोल में कोई व्यक्ति है सेल्सफोर्स का है ना, एंड वो बाहर गया हुआ है, एंड दूसरा व्यक्ति है उसको उन्होंने कंपनी से निकाल दिया है, तो हाउ विल यू फ्रीज दोज अकाउंट। तो सर अब देखिए एज अ फ्रेशर मेरे को तो कोई ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट मैंने किया नहीं है अराउंड सेल्सफोर्स एडमिन, राइट। क्योंकि मैं जो बनाऊंगा आई विल मेक द प्रोजेक्ट इंडिविजुअली। So what I can do is like prepare LWCs, prepare Apex codes, to add some new functionalities. So वो मैंने implement किया, so have hands on development side. So expecting these questions was like far beyond my brainstorming thing that I could expect. So yeah, I mean now I think I have to prepare for admin as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
would
also
suggest.
adore, I also adore that part. Understand? टू मैं हिंदी बताऊं कि वो आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल भी चेक करना चाह रहा है उस समय, हाउ मच यू कॉन्फिडेंट टू गिव द आंसर। If you're fresher, you are not don't know the answer, just tell them directly. Okay, sorry, I didn't get a chance to work on it. Yeah, I didn't an idea. It's short and sweet. If you don't know, you try to give the answer, you will be मतलब वापस से वही माया जाल में फंस जाओगे. Simple size structure. If you didn't know, just tell him, okay, I think I should be more, I got in deeper after the interview. As of now, I didn't get a chance to work on it. I didn't an idea. It's so sweet the answer of this question. If अगर उन्होंने पूछा आप थोड़ा सा हो गए तो लग गया यार अगर कोई बड़ा पॉइंट आ गया तो बंदा नहीं कर पाएगा. तो पूरे इंटरव्यू में आपको कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल हाई रखना है. अगर नहीं आता टोल देम क्लियरली. आता है अगर हल्का सा आता है तो उतना बताओ देन स्किप. अगर ट्राई करोगे आंसर देने का कि यार पूरा इधर पूरे लैंग्वेज में राजस्थानी है, डेढ़ शाना बनोगे तो वो चीजें हो जाएंगी.
No,
ठीक
or
है.
I would like to add a point like, see, even if you know, but you want to give it a try, you can say, like, I'm not having the right answer, but I would like to give it a try. So you're saying the panel clearly, like he knows, like the panel would know it clearly, like, yes, he doesn't know, but he's trying. At least shows the positive aspect.
Yes.
And you're talking about like account free, like you freezing of user. So, see, what my takeaway is like, observe, like whenever you log into all the different options that are available, like we go to the user record multiple times, we see that button freeze as well. We should be try to observe and question what does that do. uh, Embrace curiosity.
Yes.
The more
Okay.
you learn, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, sure. I just say that time. Okay. Any questions? Yeah. Anything else? So we can just already time extend the time now.
My
Yes.
Tarun Ashish this side. So
Yes, Ashish.
my question was regarding the role thing. Like what happens most of the times, we try to get the information out of the panel. What this hiring is for? What are they looking in the candidate? So most of the time, what they do is they overall say around 50-60%, but 40% is purely hidden. We're like they say many things, but when we actually go inside, like we are being hired and the role is like much of a admin rather than a developer. That type of thing we have faced. So how to deal with it, and any tips that we could get most out of it, like most information in the interview round itself, like what exactly this role is about and why are they looking for the hiring and all that.
या इसका ट्रिक सिंपल सा है. आई डोंट से वन सेकंड.
Hmm.
अगर अगर मान लो जिस कंपनी में हायरिंग है,
Hmm.
फर्स्टली कनेक्ट द पीपल्स हु आर वर्किंग दिस कंपनी.
Hmm.
व्हाई द कमिटी इज दिस कि अगर इवेंट में गए हो तो किसी से कनेक्ट नेटवर्किंग करो. ठीक है.
Hmm.
अगर मिल गया इंटरनल पूछो कि कौन सी टीम में हायरिंग है, इफ यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइमिंग.
Hmm. Hmm.
एंड सेकंड पॉइंट, यूएससी की अगर मान लो कि अपने पता लग गया तो रिज्यूम पहले अप्लाई करो कि किसी रेफरेंस के थ्रू लगाओ.
Okay.
अगर डायरेक्टली अप्लाई करोगे तो नहीं होगा. इंटरनली क्या काम है, अगर आप सेकंड क्वेश्चन की अगर फर्स्ट मतलब इंटरनल काम का कुछ और तो ये हर जगह मिलेगा. मैंने मैंने अगर एक्सपीरियंस दिखाऊं 14 या 15 ईयर एक्सपीरियंस, तो मैंने डिजाइनर से स्टार्ट किया. मैंने सारा मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन, वेब एप्लीकेशन सब कुछ कर करके 5-7 साल से सेल्सफोर्स में आया हूँ. तो सेल्सफोर्स में भी मैंने कभी सीपीयू भी का भी प्रोजेक्ट उठाया, एसएमएमसी का
Hmm.
उठाया. वो तो आपका अप टू है. अभी सेल्सफोर्स ने फायरिंग करा, नेक्स्ट दिन
Hmm.
ज्वाइनिंग की भी वो आ रहा है. लेकिन थ्रेड में देखोगे ना, कुछ लोगों ने ज्वाइन किया, कुछ लोगों का प्रमोशन हुआ है सेल्सफोर्स
Correct.
कंपनी में ही, और किन्हीं को
Hmm. Hmm.
फायर
Hmm.
किया गया है. तो आई डोंट पॉइंट टू एवरीवन. अब उन्होंने
Hmm.
स्किल बिल्ड नहीं किया तो वो फायर हुए हैं. जिन्होंने बिल्ड से स्किल किया वो प्रमोशन हुए हैं. नए कंपनी ने हायर किया, क्यों? उनको एडवांस स्किल से चाहिए था.
Yeah.
तो दैट्स इट. आई जस्ट ओवर टू अंकित. अंकित आल्सो वी हैव सम काइंड सजेशन. अंकित.
Yeah, so my takeaway is like, suppose you're not suppose you're getting a different work than what is you're hired for. Like suppose I worked on the clouds like sales, service, and experience, and suppose I'm given the marketing cloud or I'm getting manufacturing cloud or any other cloud.
Hmm.
What is wrong in learning that? See, you should be happy. Actually, I would say you're getting a chance to go beyond the boundaries, and the Salesforce ecosystem is too much vast, and so you should try to learn many more things. So it would be better for you in the long run. It is better, like you talk about, like many people talk about, like I am not getting that much exposure. These are kind of opportunities that you are getting. And suppose you're hired for developer role and you're doing admin work only. If that is the kind of situation, then you need to tell the your manager, like, see, my skill set I think aligns better with these things, the customization part of it. So if I could realign me in some projects where I think I could be able to contribute in a much more better way, or I would be able to give more, my productivity would be much more better, then that would be beneficial for my career. But again, like there, based on the company, there are various aspects, like what are projects that they have, like they could have to means they can deploy only on those projects. So
Hmm.
I would suggest, whatever is the scenario is, try communicating. And if you're getting exposure, like a different exposure, like different clouds, be happy about it, learn it. But suppose like you're hired for development, you're just doing the admin work, and you're saying like you're not getting enough growth. Highlight it to your
Hmm.
manager once, like these are the things. If you could deployment and other projects, that would be helpful for my career.
Sure.
And if suppose he's not listening, then obviously like there's a chance, like you can obviously go for to look out for switch.
Sure. Thanks, Ankit.
Any
Thanks,
question?
Naveen.
Anyone? We need to be wrap up the session, and we, if you are, everyone can come on the board, so we can take a screenshot. If anyone want to be on, turn on your video. If you are not like a good place, you
Chai.
can, yeah. So yeah, we can have a group photo. Uh, I have a, I make sure I everyone can get the access. Yeah. Okay. Thanks everyone who are living the Gurgaon. See you in the next week. It's a hands-on. You can just also more support to be how to be in enter into SFMC with a data cloud. How can you can just I will show the demo org in my org. You can just have some experience which you had done in peer knowledge. How to be what kind of org will you can able to see. Yeah. Okay, just give the smile. We take a screenshot. Yeah, one, two, three. Okay, मेरा video off है यार. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, one, two, three, start. Yeah, yeah. Thank you everyone. And I took a screenshot for 21 people's. So about the I didn't think anyone interested to post on social media. So it's a it's not a disqualify all everyone. I will check it out after the session. Whoever will done the course.
Obviously.
After event, it also be considered if you are sharing valid content, not a key hashtag डाल दिया मतलब डाल दिया, that's good. It's up to you because its profile showcase your presence in the market. Many company are looking, okay, this is person is learning more on. So it's also good chance to your boost your profile. It's not the me and Ankit कि
Yeah,
हम
obviously.
करोगे तो हमको कुछ मिलेगा. It's not up to you. It's up to you. Because it's showing your time. Because in the Sunday you give the time to learning. ओके.
Exactly.
एवरी कंपनी जो भी कंपनी है सारी देखती है हाँ कितना आप लर्निंग के लिए ओन हो संडे को आप टाइम निकाल के कर रहे हो और कंटेंट पोस्ट डालते भी हो नहीं जाओ इट्स अप टू यू डालते हो तो व्हाट द टेक अवे by the key point who are not able to join us so they can read out their post and get some knowledge. So it's also good to give back to community from your side. Okay.
Yeah, I would like to add just one pointer here. Like, whenever, like many companies, like I have means recently, few of my student mentees have taken interviews, and their HRs are on the panels clearly asking, like, what do you do as a part of your community participation? Like, are you part of any developer groups, or what is your participation? Or even in job vacancies, it is clearly mentioned about your community participation. And your social media presence is another important factor. The more better the reach, like see, if you write good content and you are making relevant post about what your learnings, more people will try to connect with you. And once you're getting connected to more people, then you can have more chances for referrals as well.
Okay, I have posted a WhatsApp group for the Nebula logo. resume templates in the WhatsApp group, and anything you want to be post on the group. So I will talk to Ankit as well. And thanks everyone. And it's already short of time, 1 hour or later. And thanks Arjun and thanks Ashish and Amit and Tim and the all things, Sarmesh, Ashish. If any question, window is also still open in the form, Google form. So post it out there. We will cover in the WhatsApp group as well. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ankit. Thanks
Hey,
everyone.
thanks all. Bye.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks
Thanks.
everyone.